I just went down to my chest freezer and pulled out all the stuff that I'm going to need today that I have. So I have 2 things of Colby Jack. One of these is for the lasagna, another one's for a casserole. Bag of chicken thighs. This is for Popeye casserole. Thing of chicken breasts. I have a thing of Italian sausage. This is going to be for the lasagna. Thing of ground turkey. That's for the tater tot casserole. A couple cups that eluded me last night while I was doing dishes. And then I also pulled out a thing of cream cheese just in case I decide to use it. I might not. But I pulled it out of the freezer just in case. And then last night I pulled out a thing of brats and a thing of hot dogs too. But before I do any of my meal prepping, I have to clean out the fridge. But I'm going to do that later. So I haven't even looked at my face yet this morning, so I'm sure I look beautiful. But I woke up, worked out, real life. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm leaking through my shirt. So I know I look a hot mess right now. But the point is, I'm getting a head start on the day. I already worked out. I got all my stuff pulled out of my freezer. Today, we are meal prepping for the whole week. Today is Sunday. I decided every Sunday I'm going to start meal prepping. Making meals has been the hardest thing for me right now with having a newborn and having, 3 kids. I have 3 kids that are 4 and under for anyone who's new. And that's a lot when you have 3 people that depend fully on you. And on top of that, my husband's work schedule recently changed. So before he used to get done with work and home around 2:30. Now he's not getting home until way closer to supper time. It's like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it can make things really hectic. So I decided I'm going to start meal prepping breakfast, lunches, and dinners for the entire week every Sunday, because that's just the season of life I'm in, and I'm really looking to make my life a little bit easier. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys my list of meals for this week. Breakfast, lunches, and dinners. I'm also going to be making lunches for my husband as well, because one of the things that has been falling through the cracks is making my husband's lunch. Either I do it or he does it, but it's just something that at the end of the day we're forgetting to do, and then he's having to either stop at the gas station or stop at a fast food place, and A, that's not healthy, and B, it's wasting a lot of money. So meal prepping is coming into my life, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to show you, flip the camera around, show you guys my list. I have a grocery list, and we're going to get ready and head off to Walmart. Normally I'd go to Aldi's, but I have some other things that I also need to pick up, like diapers and wipes, etc. So we're just going to go to Walmart today, and then next week hopefully we can go shopping at Aldi's. But I'm going to show you guys my list. So I got this notepad from the Dollar Tree if you're curious. But for lunches we're going to do fajitas, beer brats, teriyaki chicken and broccoli, gyros, and taco salads. This is the same kind of chicken, so I'm just going to make a bunch of this chicken and put it in a Tupperware, and then we can either have taco salads with it or a gyro. For dinners, we're doing Popeye, lasagna, tater tot casserole. Tater tot casserole will last us 2 dinners, and then for the lasagna and Popeye will be something that I know we'll have leftovers of, but not enough for everybody, so then we'll probably have a night where someone can have Popeye casserole, someone can have lasagna, just depending on what they want. I also have a couple of quick and easy meals that I don't need to necessarily meal prep for that we can do as well. I'm going to be making a ton of breakfast sandwiches because, like I said, Joe's work schedule changed and he's leaving the house at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I want to have something for him that he can just grab and go. We're going to make a ton of French toast. That's what that FT is. We're going to make a ton of French toast, and I'm going to make a couple pancakes to just throw in the fridge for the girls in the morning. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. This is my grocery list. I crossed a couple things off because I dug in my freezer and saw that I had them. So that is kind of our list for today, and hopefully we can get dressed and ready and out of here. And by we, I mean me and Colt. So we just got back from the store. I finished picking up the last couple things I needed to do some meal prepping. Like, it's right there. But the first thing I'm going to do is get my pot of water boiling for my lasagna noodles and put a bunch of chicken in the oven to start getting that going. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right away.
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Came for my wins. I need
job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend.
So these are my chicken fajitas. I'm just going to put them in the oven, 350 until the chicken's cooked. But I just put olive oil on top, salt, pepper, and I'm going to throw this in. And then this is my scrap bucket. So this is the chicken for my pot pie casserole. This is just 4 chicken thighs, Lawry's, onion powder, black pepper, and then just water. And it's going to make chicken stock. And then I'm going to use the chicken stock in the pot pie as well. So I'm going to throw this in the oven with my fajitas. And then I'm going to start my spaghetti sauce.
This life is real, and play pretend. Ain't most of things, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Wait for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Ain't most of things, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline.
So what I'm going to do with my muffin tin pan is I'm actually going to spray it and crack an egg in one of these and make like a sunny side up egg for some breakfast sandwiches. I've never done it before. We're going to see how it works. It might be a fail, it might work, but I'm going to try it and see how it goes. My meat for my spaghetti sauce is just about ready to add like sauce and stuff to it. And then I dropped my lasagna noodles. Chicken fajitas are, but our chicken and stuff's coming along pretty well. So we're gonna crack the eggs, get these in the oven, cut these up, and throw these in the oven as well. This is a pound of, you're so stupid. I'm gonna have to cut out so much, I have to cut out so much of your banter when you're in the background, it's like ridiculous. Last time you threw an apple at me.
Right.
Yeah, you threw an apple. Yes!
I know.
Yes! Yes! This is a pound of ground turkey. So stupid. A pound of ground turkey.
Oh, shut up.
I don't think I'm going to have time today to actually put the whole casserole together, but if I can get the meat pre-cooked, that's one less thing I have to do. Lasagna noodles are almost done, so I'll be able to get that together. But that's where we're at. Stuff in the oven's coming along here, and I'll be able to get the pot pie put together at some point too, which is good. So I'll have 2 dinners, a couple lunches, and that's a good start.
I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my
My
waistline.
sandwiches wrapped. I have Joe's wrapped mine in bags, and then the last thing I'm doing is meal prepping 1 cup of rice for our brats. This is Joe's thing. He doesn't like all the vegetables, so he'll just have rice in here with his, but that's what the rice is for. So I didn't end up cleaning out my fridge before I meal prepped. I should have, but I didn't. But I'm going to show you guys my meal prep really quick. This is my pot pie casserole. I can link a video where I go in depth on how I make this. This is just a standard lasagna. I know I'll have leftovers for both of these. Up here I have all of my breakfast sandwiches. Joe took one for work this morning. I ate one for breakfast this morning. That was awesome. And then right in here I have my ground meat already made up for another casserole that we'll eat later this week. Probably I'll make that casserole Wednesday. Down here this is where I have all of the fajitas in. This is the rice, brats, and all the vegetables that I cooked the brats in. Joe doesn't like vegetables, so I also had a Tupperware for him for lunch today with the rice and brats in it. And then I do have one singular pancake back there that I had left over from breakfast the other day, but that's all the meal prep I ended up getting done. And then I have some leftover chicken noodle soup in here and some leftover homemade mac and cheese in there. So we are totally set for this week for meals. I'm not gonna have to touch anything. Obviously I'll have to make breakfast foods because I didn't get all the pancakes or French toast made, but that is a-okay. I think it's a great start for my first week of meal prepping for sure. And now I know how to be more time efficient when it comes to meal prepping for next Sunday. Alright you guys, so it is actually the next day. I didn't have time to update you guys before I ended up leaving. I don't think I said this, but I started my freezer meal, or not my freezer meal prepping, but like just my weekly meal prep. I started right around noon, and I had to leave my house at 3:30 to head over to my mother-in-law's so we could be there in time for Sunday dinner. It's something we've been doing a lot more recently, so we had to leave my house at 3:30 to be there on time. I did get interrupted for about an hour out of that because Colt needed to nurse. He needed me, and Daddy isn't too helpful when it comes to that sort of thing. So I nursed him, kind of took a little bit of a break, spent time with him. It worked out, but it took me about 3 hours to meal prep for my whole week, and there are some things that I ended up taking off of my list because as I thought about it more, I knew that I was going to have dinner leftovers, and even though I'm meal prepping for the week, I didn't want to make an overabundance of food and end up wasting. That's not what I wanted to do at all, so I ended up only making brats for lunch and the chicken fajitas. I scrapped the teriyaki chicken because I knew I was going to have leftovers from my lasagna and my pot pie casserole that would be enough for lunch for myself or Joe during the week for those extra days that I didn't meal prep a lunch for, if that makes sense. So I ended up doing it that way, but I did get all of my breakfast sandwiches made, and I had one this morning. It was so awesome. Already ate lunch today too. That made it's just making my life so much easier. I'm already addicted. I 100% will not stop doing this. I can see myself doing this every Sunday, just setting out an hour or two of time every week to prep some things. I didn't get any French toast made or any pancakes, but that's not that big of a deal. I'm not heartbroken over it. But next time, I'm definitely going to try to shoot to do that like next Sunday when I meal prep. But I'm super excited. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And definitely be on the lookout next week for another meal prep video because I loved filming this. I loved making it. It was a lot of fun. And I'm excited to do this every week for sure. For sure. And the best part is I don't really have to like cook anything the rest of the week, which means my nights are going to run smoother. I'm not going to have a ton of kitchen cleanup to do. I'm just so excited, and the whole kitchen cleanup thing is really nice because my dishwasher is still broken. Oh! It should be fixed at some point this week, so that'll make my life a lot easier too once that dishwasher is fixed. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you want to see more food related videos or just these meal prep videos. I'll link like my recipes and all of those playlists down below if you're curious. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can